As summer begins to fade, the air carries a quiet melancholy, a gentle whisper of time passing. The days of vibrant laughter and carefree joy slowly recede, replaced by an introspective quietude. It's in these golden hours of late summer that the soul finds solace in reminiscence, where the mind wanders through the labyrinth of memories and emotions. In this piece, we invite you to embrace the nostalgia of the season. Let its melody resonate within you, stirring the recollections of summers past. For here in this musical reverie, the spirit of late summer lingers, not with a mournful cry, but with a wistful sigh, inviting us all to cherish the ephemeral beauty of life's fleeting moments. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, a solitary pianist sits at an old, well-loved piano. His fingers dance across the ivory keys, drawing forth a melody as timeless as the evening itself. The notes, they hang in the air, each one a tiny ember, glowing with the warmth of a day well spent. This is the soundtrack of late summer evenings, a composition that speaks of golden fields, of fireflies blinking their silent goodnights in the soft hush of twilight, settling over the world. Suddenly, there's a knock at the open window, a gentle intrusion upon the solitude of the moment. In walks a cellist, her instrument held close, its polished wood gleaming in the fading light. She joins the pianist, not with a jarring interruption, but with a harmonious addition. Her cello sings, weaving its voice around the piano's melody, creating a tapestry of sound rich with emotion. Together, they become a chorus of one, their instruments blending in perfect unison, telling a story without words. Their music, it speaks of lazy afternoons spent chasing butterflies in meadows, of evenings filled with the scent of honeysuckle and the taste of sweet lemonade. It's a nostalgic journey through the landscape of summer's end, a bittersweet elegy to days gone by. As the music swells, so do the images it conjures, goldenrod and asters nodding their heads in the breeze, dragonflies shimmering like jewels against a sapphire sky, the laughter of children playing hopscotch on sidewalks, their voices echoing with innocence and glee. But as the melody drifts towards its end, a hush falls over the music. The once lively notes become softer, more introspective. The image shifts from vibrant landscapes to the hushed tones of memory. Now the scene is set in a clearing bathed in the silver light of the moon. Fireflies twinkle in the gathering darkness, their glow a gentle reminder of the day's warmth. The cello takes the lead, its voice deeper, more resonant, echoing the quiet contemplation of a heart touched by nostalgia. The pianist responds with a simple harmony, his melody weaving around the cello's poignant tune, adding a layer of depth and emotion. Their music now becomes a dialogue between the heart and the soul, between the vivid memories of summer and the introspective quietude of its end. It's a conversation as old as time itself, a timeless tale of joy, remembrance, and the quiet beauty of a season passing. As the final notes fade away, leaving behind a lingering sense of peace and tranquility, the cellist lowers her instrument, a soft smile gracing her lips. The pianist, too, rests his hands on the keyboard, his eyes gazing into the distance. They share a moment of silence, a bond forged in the language of music, a silent understanding that needs no words. Outside, the wind rustles through the leaves, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. It's the kind of evening that makes one want to wrap oneself in a blanket, curl up with a good book and a cup of hot chocolate, watching the rain dance on the window pane. But here, in this sanctuary of sound, there's no need for such comforts. The music has warmed their souls, enveloping them in a shared nostalgia that transcends the boundaries of time and space. They stand together, these two musicians, bound by the invisible threads of their art, their bodies still, even in the stillness, their spirits soaring on the wings of melody. The setting sun paints the sky in hues of orange and purple, a final burst of color before the curtain of night falls. The air grows cooler, a gentle breeze ruffling the trees, whispering secrets only they can understand. And then, as if awakened by the music, the pianist and cellist turn to each other, their eyes meeting in a silent acknowledgement of the magic they've created. In that shared glance, there's an unspoken promise to keep the music alive, to let its melody echo in their hearts long after the last note has faded away. The cellist, she breaks the silence first, her voice soft as the falling dusk. "That was beautiful, don't you think?" she asks, a hint of wonder in her tone. The pianist nods, his face etched with the lines of a life well lived, his eyes twinkling with the joy of creation. "It's the music of our summers," he says, his voice rough with emotion. "Joy, laughter." The joy, the bittersweet ache of days gone by. The cellist closes her eyes, letting the melody drift through her senses. "It's the music of memory," she whispers, "a symphony of moments, a requiem for days that are past." They stand in silence then, lost in the labyrinth of their own thoughts, each note resonating deep within their souls, stirring memories both tender and true. As the sun finally dips below the horizon, the sky erupts in a blaze of color, a final flourish of brilliance before the stage is set for the night. The air cools, carrying with it the scent of fallen leaves and distant bonfires. It's a prelude to autumn, a gentle reminder that every season has its own melancholic beauty. The pianist, he breaks the silence, his gaze fixed on the darkening sky. "Do you ever feel," he begins, his voice heavy with emotion, "that the summers are slipping through our fingers like grains of sand?" The cellist turns to him, her eyes mirroring the hues of the twilight sky. "Every ending," she says softly, "holds the promise of a new beginning. It's the cycle of life, the ebb and flow of seasons, the dance of light and dark." She lifts her cello, its polished surface reflecting the dying embers of the day. "We hold on to the memories," she continues. "Let them be our guideposts in the ever-changing landscape of time." The pianist, he nods slowly, understanding dawning in his eyes. "In the tapestry of life," he says, "it's the threads of memory that bind us. The colors of summer that warm our hearts even when the days grow shorter and the nights grow long." Together they stand on the threshold of twilight, united by the music that has woven their souls into one. The final notes of their melody linger in the air, mingling with the whispers of the wind and the sighing of the trees. It's a lullaby to the fading day, a requiem for the departing sun, as darkness finally envelops the clearing. The pianist and cellist turn away from the horizon, their figures silhouetted against the dying light.
Ow.
They walk side by side, their steps echoing the rhythm of their music, their presence a testament to the enduring power of art. The music fades into the gathering gloom, leaving behind a profound silence that speaks volumes. The day is done, the summer's end, a bittersweet symphony played out on the canvas of the sky. But as the stars begin to glimmer above, there's a sense of hope, a promise of new beginnings whispered on the evening breeze. And so their journey ends, not with a final chord or a lingering note, but with the quiet contentment of a shared experience, the memory of a summer's day etched forever in their hearts. The melody lingers still in the hollows of the trees, carried aloft by the evening breeze, mingling with the scent of damp earth and the distant call of an owl. It's the music of late summer, a nostalgic elegy, a testament to the ephemeral beauty of life's fleeting moments. And as the night deepens and the stars ignite the velvet sky, it echoes in the chambers of our souls, a reminder to cherish the melodies that life plays for us. For in their music we find the essence of our summers, the laughter, the love, and the quiet melancholy of days gone by.